Hello, people, and welcome, my champions. I am okay, so this is the bloopers. I am human. I am Miss Please, and this show is Real Talk with Miss Please. And gosh, I have a public service announcement for today, and I, I it's heartfelt. And, we're going through trying times, and I want people to continue to keep their spirits uplifted. And the reason I'm doing my segment today in the room is because I have this up on my wall, which is always kiss me goodnight. And whether I have a partner or not, or I'm in a relationship, there's things that I feel a certain way about. Very inspirational things. I love affirmations. So, what I wanted to talk about today with you is that through these trying times, we have so many people losing their relationships. And why? Like, why? I know why. Because we are so disconnected at home. One person works in the daytime, another person works at night, or two people are always gone, and you come home enough to cohabitate, have relations, go to bed. You've got someone else taking care of your kids, or you have no kids, but you've just disconnected from home. This is a perfect time to reconnect. And oh, believe me, I've been married a couple of times, and I was a military wife for a really long time. And one of the things that I didn't like was when he was gone. Oh, I missed him so much. And then when he was home, I was like, get out. Don't you have some place to be? Then I married the man of my dreams, father of my child, and he worked a lot. He worked so much. And he used to tell me, when the kids are grown and I'm retired, then we could be a couple. Are you kidding me? We've got 3 kids. That's like 30 years from now. Can't do it. Sorry. Love you to pieces, baby, but I can't do it. I need to know you now. I need to build a relationship and a foundation. And the reason I share this story with you, which I do not share with many, is, to me, family and relationships are really important. And now that we're home, even for my business women and my businessmen, now that you're home, everybody has that facade of, well, it's his responsibility, or no, that's her responsibility. Well, first off, let me tell you, it's no one's responsibility to be solely responsible for cooking the meals. No one's responsibility for solely being responsible for cleaning the dishes, taking care of the kids, attending school meetings and disciplinary meetings if your kid gets in trouble, parent-teacher conferences, graduation ceremonies. It's not one person's responsibility, people. And it bothers me when someone believes that. I wanted to play professional basketball, and my spouse thought it was my responsibility to raise the kids. Are you kidding me? What? Yeah. And I share this because, again, it's no one's responsibility. One of the things that a couple of people shared with me, one was my uncle and aunt. I sat at their house on my first marriage, and they said one of the things that you have to hold true is don't let midnight bring you home. And I know as a young couple, you're like, well, I want to hang out with my girlfriends. I want to hang out with the boys. I want to drink. I want to go to the club. Hey, do that together. Rekindle together. Build that bond. The other thing is, what my parents taught me was, why throw away a comfortable pair of old shoes to get in a new pair of shoes? You don't know if those shoes are going to hurt your feet, give you corns, bother your bunions. You just don't know. If anything, the new shoes are going to hurt. And guess what? Toss them out. like you did the rest of the shoes. So if you've got a pair of old shoes, and yes, our partners, our spouses, our lovers, our boyfriends and girlfriends of a lengthy amount of time, everybody has idiosyncrasies that bother you, those quirks, those things. And trust me, I do understand that sometimes you cannot stand your partner breathing. You can't stand that their presence is somewhere in the same room as you. If that's the case, I would say take some time and have an uncomfortable conversation. These glasses are dirty. I can't see nothing. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can see you now. Oh, there you are, my people, my champions. How are you? I just like to add humor. I would have to say the other thing that, my parents taught me was in a relationship, and I have to illustrate this with my hand, so I hope you don't mind me talking with my hand, but in a relationship, and it's proven, trust me, it's proven, stay married long enough, it's proven. So you both go down this beaten path, right? And some point in your relationship, in your marriage, someone gets off that beaten path and you're still trotting along, and then they come back. Yes, they come back. But wait, hold up. Before you're like, see, I told you, yo cheating butt. No, it goes both ways, because now you're back on this beaten path together on your journey, a beautiful journey. And then what happens? You get off that beaten path where you're tired. You just can't go no more. They get on your nerve. They cheated. They did this. They did that. Let me tell you something. You have your moments. And then you guys both come back together on this beaten path. And it will go on as long as you are married. That is marriage. It bothered me because when I got married the second time, I had a lady tell me in church, girl, my marriage is perfect and it's beautiful and I do not know what you're going through, so I can't relate, I'm sorry. And then boom, not too long ago, her marriage shambles. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be surrounded by those type of people. I want people that support. And that's what I'm offering to you, my champions, today. Because this is a trying time and it's going to test all and every bit of your patience. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, sorry. I just want you to know to hang in there. Don't be quick to ask for a divorce and be like, you get on my nerve. And he'd be like, well, B, I don't like you either. I ain't never liked you. Look, stop the nonsense. You married someone or you dated someone and it wasn't for relations, let me tell you, because some of y'all ain't good at that out there. And some of y'all don't know much about that. The person you got with was because they loved you. Something about your presence in their life brought excitement, brought joy, brought happiness. Find that. What I would challenge you is have a date night. Have a date night. Even if, because we are all confined to our quarters right now, throw out a blanket. Have a picnic. Throw out some towels or a sheet on the floor. Have a picnic. Have a game night. Play cards. I don't care if you play goldfish. Play something. And if you're just at each other's throats like two billy goats gruff, right? I know you know that childhood story. Sit down and write on a piece of paper 3 things, just 3, because look, how do you eat an elephant? A bite at a time. And 3 bites, 3 issues is enough to choke a sister or a brother, my champions. So what I suggest is write down on a piece of paper 3 things that bother you. Not 3 things that cannot be fixed, 3 things that bother you. Whether it's somebody snoring or someone not complimenting you, I'm gonna tell you, mine, I want flowers. I love gifts. I don't need those expensive handbags. I'll buy them myself when I want them. I just want to be recognized. And I've noticed that with couples that I've sat with and mediated for, the woman just wants to be have shown gratitude. But ladies out there, before you're like, see, that's what Miss Please said. Honey, let me tell you, the man wants to receive gratitude also. He wants to know, ooh, baby, you look good going to work today, you know. Send him text messages. Believe it or not, this is what I did. There's days that I was just like, I'm done. I picked up my cell phone. I went in the bathroom. He was in the living room. And I I was like, hey, baby. Hello? Why are you calling me? I just want to know, are you busy? How's your day? What are you doing? What did you do today? Thought I was the corniest thing ever. But when we got off the phone, he was like, I'm busy, I gotta go. I came out the bathroom, I was like, excuse me, sir. And he's like, oh, what, baby? Ha ha ha. But you gotta joke. You've gotta lighten the load. Because trust me, there is a lot out there going on. And ladies and my gentlemen, champions, there is 10 women to every man, right? Doesn't mean he's a good man. There's 10 women to every man. And every woman is out there starving for a good man and a good woman. And if you let your treasure become trash and throw it out there for somebody else, you're going to be heartbroken. And you might be saying now because you're mad, I don't care. Shoot, that girl could go. I can get me a bunch of honeys, right? Yes. But let me tell you something. When you throw that treasure out, let me tell you, the trash sometimes that you bring in is really hard to replace that treasure you let go of. And I'm not calling you new women, you know, new men in the relationship trash. It's just a symbolic expression of trying to explain how serious it is when you just let go of a relationship. So I challenge you to do things while you're in the house. If you have to, I don't know, play a game. Like what I do this frequently, especially when I was married. And even when I started dating him, I would just do like quirky things. You know, I would cut up fruit and put fruit on a tray, and I'd have whipped cream, and you know, I'd fill his mouth with whipped cream, and we'd laugh because, you know, when someone's filling your mouth with whipped cream, you're trying to breathe and not choke, and it's just like laughter, you know. Or kiss him on the neck, kiss her on the neck. For those of you that are still working, a great thing that I learned from a really good friend, his name is Clyde, you've got to send messages throughout the day. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, send little messages that excite your partner, like, hey, what are you doing at this moment? You know, what are your thoughts that you're having at the moment? I just wanted to let you know I missed you, that I can't wait to see you, you know. Or just send memes, funny memes. That lets someone know that you're thinking about them. No matter how irritated they get, they were like, dang, she's really thinking about me. Okay. And you know that theory, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. We are totally different. But you know what? When it comes to emotions and feeling the need of importance, I think we're all pretty much the same. Because men have this concept that they want to be needed. They want to be wanted, right? Men are the cavemen. And they just want to find their Tarzan, and they're looking for their Jane, like, you know. Let your man have that feeling. Give him that emotion. Because, honey and gentlemen, cheating gets you nowhere. Looking for love and empty love in spots and places, it's temporary. You just give each other a body massage. Bathe together, sit in the shower. You know, I always thought, and this is probably too much information, but I always thought my office was the bathroom. So if you're taking a shower, you're pretty much immobilized to the bathroom. And so while you're taking a shower, I'm just going to sit on the sink and have a conversation. Like, hey, how was work? How was your day? What's going on? What were you thinking about today? Did you have worries or fears or anything going on? Most men will tell you, I ain't scared of nothing. Girl, let me tell you, they're afraid of getting fired. Some people are afraid of spiders. Let me see. They're afraid of getting caught doing something they're not supposed to. And I'm not saying that they're cheating. I'm just saying that men just have that, and I have to tell you, here's a great statistics to base this on. It's an extreme, but I noticed this in also one of my mediations that I attended. A man could get arrested and he will cry. Please, though, I'm sorry, I wasn't doing this. It wasn't me. And a woman will get arrested and be like, yo, so what? What you gonna do about it? Like, they go down hard. Women have babies. They get knocked around at home. They fight other women to keep their man to themselves. Women fight just to get promoted. Women fight to keep the love of their man. They fight for their man's time. And I don't mean like poo, real fight. I just meant theoretically the word fight. And men fight also. They get upset and they blow up and they say things, and it's because they get their feelings hurt just like we do. And I have to tell you, ladies, I thought for years men do not have feelings. They're like this King Kong thing, you know what I mean? And little did I learn that I was wrong. So I share these things with you because whatever you're going through at home because of this trying time, it could be money, the bills, the rent, the kids. Woo, let me tell you, the kids can be something when they're little, or if they're just these not terrible, if they're just these at that teenage age. There could be things going on, and these are mostly fears. I have to tell you, no matter how you look at it, it boils down to the fear of uncertainty, fear of not being able to control your destiny, fear of not being able to say, I got this, and really mean that I got this. You might have it based on luck of the draw, or you really might have it. But deep down in your heart, we all operate on the side of fear. Because if you were confident, you'd be like, I said it, it's good, that's it. So I challenge you, before you decide to call it quits on a relationship or a marriage or a new boyfriend, give it a chance. It breaks my heart. I understand some people get divorces for fidelity issues, and some things are just inexcusable. But I do know, if you look at the families back in the 40s and the 50s, there was a lot of infidelity. And they probably didn't have the diseases that we have now these days. And I'm not saying if you have fidelity issues that you should stay with your person. I'm saying try to work through what it is, because every time there's an action, there's a reaction to that. And I do understand, because I had to consult with a friend today. Why do people have these relationship issues? And from a male perspective, it's because men think that we're out cheating. We're not at work, or we have guy friends and we're always on our cell phones instead of paying attention to being at home with our man and our family. Put the phone down. Tell your friends, look, when I'm at home with my dude, I don't talk after 8 o'clock. Or I'm at home with my husband or my kids, I don't talk after 8 o'clock. Or, hey, I don't answer the phone during dinner time. Set boundaries. Because I have to tell you, when you set boundaries, home life they are playing that dang music so loud. I'm going to just have to bang on somebody's wall. When you set boundaries, that just shows so much respect. And the other thing is, if you got some dirt going on in your life, come clean to your partner. It's worse. People always tell me, what is that saying? It's only, what is it? If you don't know, it won't hurt you. But god dang it, let me tell you, when I do find out, it could kill me. And that's another, not physically meaning kill. It's just a phrase, a phrase. And it could, because let me tell you, when you find out that you've been cheated on, not only is trust gone, but you are devastated. You feel lost. Everything about everything you thought wiped away. How do you recover from that? You do over time. Okay? That's a great way to recover. Surround yourself with friends, people that love you, family, your kids. Bury yourself in work, which is really not good. But if that's what helps you, if you're by yourself, if that's what helps you, then find things that occupy your time. Because when you start getting inside your head, I have to tell you, it's hard to get out. So have that uncomfortable conversation with your partner. And it's okay to ask why, because that is my word. Tell me why. What did I do? What could I do different? What could I do better? Okay, I'm always on my phone. I'll get off my phone. And trust me, boy, it's like withdrawals when you don't have that phone in your hand. You're just like, ah, it's the end of the world, right? And it's difficult. I'm trying to see if I have another phone sitting around, but I don't have my other phone. But find ways to be present for both your kids, if you have kids or grandkids, for your partner, your husband, your wife, your significant other. Try to find ways to make them feel important. I don't want to hear the sad stories of people getting depressed. Divorced. Unless it's inevitable. If you got an abusive dude, then there's not, or a partner, there's not much more that you could do. You know, you got to do what's safe for yourself. I don't support domestic abuse at all. But I am saying that everybody's relationship, aside from the physical and the things that are endangering to your mental and your physical for you and your kids, if it's something that can be salvaged, please take that opportunity. I have to share a story. I'm writing a book, and a lady shared a story with me, and she was in love with this man. I think it was 16 years she was in love with him. And her whole family knew but her. His whole family knew but her. And he was on the DL. But to her, it was like, I have to live in this quietly because my family will feel some kind of way. And I just can't walk away from this guy because we have a kid together. So what do I do? How do I live in this? How do I make this part of what my world is now, because it's something different, you know? And I did share with her that I would incorporate that in my writing, because there's people that go through stuff and you don't know. They sit there in silence, you know? So I share that story because could you not imagine? I would hate for someone to have to imagine being through that, experiencing that. But if you are, or someone that's going through that, you have to understand that regardless, that 16 years of love for that person just doesn't shut off for some because of what happened, you know? And I have another girlfriend, she was dating a guy for a couple of years and living together. And she came home and he was with his dude, and he had been doing this for a while she was at work. Those are cases where it's like, you have to do what's best for you, okay? And that's all I'm asking is to consider doing, and I'm not controversial, okay? That is by far not what I am. But I am asking you, based on your situation, unless it's something extreme and you gotta call it quits, call it quits. But if it's something that couples go through, Talk about it. Have those uncomfortable conversations. That's how we grow as people. Because if not, history repeats itself. You can date and date and date and say, I'm looking for my Prince Charming, I'm looking for this right man. But I have to tell you, you will always continue to find the same person, just in a different body. Because we haven't faced the fact of, you know, what am I looking at? What kind of person am I looking for? What's going on with me? Truly, what's going on with me? You know? And if you're looking for someone, see if you got that at home. I hear so many cases of people on these websites, Match.com, Hinged, and all this other stuff, because they're looking for something they're not getting at home. When all you have to say is, ding, hello, where have you been? I need you to be present at home. I'm not going to assume you know what I'm saying or thinking silently to myself. I am going to tell you, hello, I need you to turn the TV off. I need you to stop watching sports. I need you to give me a minute, maybe like 5 minutes of your time, and see what comes from it. I'm a girl that stands in front of the TV. Hello, hello. Yes, a goofball. And I share this with you guys because I don't want you to think that leaders are supposed to be straight-laced and very serious and puffy chests. Again, I say all the time, we have lives just like you, regardless of our position in society and the community or at work. You know, you could be a senator, a councilman, a judge, a lawyer. I don't know. You could be anything. I just want you to understand that people go through things, and we are all people. We're human beings. We have emotions. We have thoughts. We have feelings. We're sensitive. Even the biggest man who claims that he's not sensitive and he had a horrible childhood, he's sensitive. And you could tell by the tweets and the lashing out and the irresponsible statements that are made towards people. You know, that's hurt. Someone that's not having fear or hurt, they don't say things like that to other people. So I share this with you, and I hope that it sheds light on the emotional and the relationship side of what our society is being affected by right now, by being self-contained in our homes, you know, with family or friends, or you've got someone staying with you that needed a place to stay, to be safe. Be a friend, lend a shoulder, you know, be a good partner. And I don't by any means, I'm not saying be a fool and be dumb. I am saying take the higher road. And let me tell you, that higher road sucks. Plenty of times, since it sucked butt. Oh my God. Can I say that word butt on this? I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, it sucks. But in the end, your blessings will come to you. And that, I say, if you can give 200% to your relationship, if it does fall apart, guess what? You did your part. The man up there is watching you. You did your part. Living in Vegas, I see so many people go through the drive-thru to get married, and then they pull up to the county courthouse and they get divorced. And it's like, whoo, it wasn't even 30 days. What happened? So just be mindful. That is our word for 2020. Be mindful of your situation, personalities. You know, we were all born different. We have our flaws. We're not perfect. And girl, champions, sirs, if your partner was perfect, trust me, you would have just said, boop, out the door and in with the next. We don't want someone perfect. We want people with flaws. We want people that love us with their flaws, right? All right, so I've taken too much of your time, and I do apologize. And if the video, you don't like the video, just keep swiping. But if you do like the video, please leave comments below, because this is real. You know, you look at the divorce rate, or the rate of the amount of people that are single. Look at the Census Bureau. Go back and look at the statistics. How many households have single households, or they just have roommates? Ridiculous. In the 50s, people were trying to get married. Nowadays, everyone's like, I'm gonna do it on myself. I'm an independent and blah, blah, blah. And I don't need a woman. I don't need a man. I'm not getting married. My parents' marriage failed and blah, 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 blah. A, you're not your parents. So your relationship is based on your own, I was gonna say recognizance, but that's not, I don't think that's the right word I want to use. Anyway, it's up to you. You're responsible for your actions and for how your relationships turn out. So make an effort. Have a hard conversation, that uncomfortable conversation. And if it gets too heated, say, you know what, we need to call timeout. They do it in the boxing rings. They do it on the basketball court. They call timeouts, football games, you know. And if it gets to be too much, make a joke out of it. Be like, whoa, wait a second. 5-yard penalty. We need to take a moment. Flag on the play. I am good for that. Me and my girlfriends, when we're at work, oh, I don't have Kleenex right by me, but usually she'll be like, nah, we throw a tissue there. Nah, nope, nope, nope. Flag on the play. We need, hold up. I need to ask you. And, you know, you'll start seeing that you'll be able to joke and have conversations that are uncomfortable, but they're not threatening. They're not offensive. People don't have to be on guard. Excuse me. So that's my challenge to you. My challenge to you is to do something different. Whether it's change your hair, put some lipstick on, put some earrings on, I don't know, answer the door, you know, dressed up like you're a princess in a ball gown. If you have gowns, formal wear at your house. For the guy, if it's you and you're trying to make a point, do a picnic. Go in your room and get your best dressed items. Put a tie on, a jacket, a vest, you know, comb your hair, smell good. Burn some candles. Who doesn't love candles? And if you don't have flowers, draw some flowers on a napkin and put it, you know, I missed you. Something. Leave a note. Leave something to make that person feel like they belong to you, that they're loved by you, they're wanted by you, that they're in the right space with you, and not feeling like, God, I just wish I could be someplace else and I can't. I'm stuck here. That's not good. Anyway, my champions, thank you again. Remember to always kiss goodnight. Don't ever go to bed angry. Don't get a bed that's bigger than the two of you. These are things that people shared with me, and I didn't understand them when I was 21. And as time progressed, I was like, oh, okay. So just start something new. Make a new daily for you at home now that you're at home. Make a new tradition. You know, always start eating at the dinner table, or pick a movie and eat some popcorn after dinner. You know, just bond, rekindle, shut the world out. And I don't mean you crazies to hostage anybody. I'm sorry, I'm not calling you crazy. I don't mean to be crazy and hold somebody hostage. I'm saying to just rebond with someone. Close the world out and make time for home life and for family. So, PSA announcement, I don't think anybody's crazy. So I apologize if I said that and I offended anybody. Everything comes from the light of my heart, and I like to joke. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Until then, we'll talk soon. Hit me up. Tell me how you did on your challenge and how it worked out for you. Talk to you later, champions. Cheers. Peace.